video today. We're just gonna be maybe just doing quoting Lego lines this entire time. It's gonna be waiting a couple minutes just because I haven't notified too many people. But yeah, just be waiting a second. And while I'm waiting, I'll be setting up the background because all I have is these guys right here. So yeah. Doesn't look like anybody's on yet, so I'll just be setting up the background and hopefully notice when I see the first person on. um. All right. The background I can use. I wasn't actually gonna use like a full background. I was just gonna use like some builds in the background. Um, but yeah, probably just some like random different builds from the different Lego multiverses or the different universes. Um, so yeah. Uh, just gonna keep checking on whether anyone has come yet or not because I don't want to have anyone waiting a while. Um, So yeah, these are all of my main guys. I think these can work for like just showing you guys. The background doesn't matter too much. Anyways, yeah, these are all my main characters. At least for my official series that I'm probably gonna be doing later this year, hopefully. But yeah, Spider-Man, Emmett, Owen, Lloyd, and Chase McCain. And I actually originally had Batman in it, but I took him out because like I'm not a big DC person anymore. I watched like the DC mini movies that actually weren't mini movies; they were like full length movies. And it looks like somebody has come on. So hello, this is Lego Multiverse Studios, and we're gonna be discussing just anything Lego. My last live stream, we just kind of like we actually talked about Ninjago last time, but this time it's just gonna be all things Lego. We can just be quoting the different Lego shows, like fun lines and stuff, because that's really fun. um, but yeah, so hello. I'm gonna be waiting for some more people to come on, and thank you for joining. So hello, Tippy and Bricks. Thank you so much for joining. um, thank you so much, and thank you for using the live chat. I really love the live chat. It's so cool. I haven't figured out exactly how to save it. I remember you, Rotivian Bricks, you did actually show me. Not show me, but like, hi Jazzy Nails. Thank you for joining so much. But what was I gonna say? I forgot. But yeah, I did save the live chat for like a premiere once. But I don't remember actually how I like saved the video. But you can't really do that for it. But at least we can use the live chat as the thing is going. So yeah, we could just quote Lego lines this entire time. I literally don't care. We're just gonna be doing anything. Actually, we can start out the latest Lego news. So the latest Lego news to come out, is Ninjago, and Ninjago Dragons Rising Season 2 just got its official trailer. And I gotta say, something that really bothered me with the past two seasons, is that like they've been kind of bad with like marketing and stuff, and like I don't know. I really love watching all the clips and trailers before it comes out and stuff. Like they usually would only do it until after the series came out, which is kind of annoying because I had really love watching trailers and clips like when the series come out and stuff. They didn't really do that well, at least when I started watching Ninjago, for seasons 12 and 15. Hello, Cole Brookstone. Thank you for joining. I love your name, your profile name. It's so good. um, but yeah. So I really love that about Dragons Rising. The thing that I'm kind of worried about is that they've been doing that great with like Dragons Rising, Dreams, and even the Friends Lego show. But something I'm kind of worried about is that they always do it really well when the series will like start, like even if it's just a reboot, they'll do well with marketing when it starts, and then later on they'll just kind of forget about it. Like I don't know about if you know this, but with Lego City Adventures, they were so good with marketing on that show. Hi, Betsy L. Good morning. But like they were really thank you for joining. They were really good at marketing that and like a lot of other stuff. Like when they uh you know first did the new thing for Wild Brain with Ninjago, they marketed everything really well, and then like when the third season came by, it just kind of stopped. Like seriously, the Lego started advertising Lego City Adventures season 3 like months, I think the next year even, like after it came out, and they actually started putting trailers and clips out. Me too. I'm really upset they ended it. It's probably just because it didn't have much of a fan base, but um yeah, hi Unikitty Love. Oh, it's fine if you can't watch the whole thing, Betsy L, but thank you for joining. Thanks for joining everyone. But yeah, I really wish they didn't end Lego City Adventures. They brought back a few characters in those like 5 minute long episodes, called Lego City No Limits. Actually, I'm gonna get to talking about that for a second. With Lego City No Limits, so I watched all the episodes. There were like 10 5 minute episodes. They weren't bad. It was just kind of targeted for a younger audience than me. So that's probably why I didn't enjoy it. But like some of the jokes were kind of funny, and I loved the animation that it looked like the Lego Movie. I loved it so much, and they even brought back characters like Duke Kane and other characters, but they didn't behave the way they did in the show. Like they had Rocket Racer. I love Daisy Kaboom too. And they actually did have Daisy Kaboom in those shorts, but like they didn't behave at all the way they did in Lego City Adventures. So it was obviously different writers and everything. But it was good. I don't even know if that like mini series is even getting a second season, but like they didn't even have the characters. They only had like three of those characters from that specific show in actual Lego sets, which I found kind of odd. But I don't know. It was good. It's just like Lego City Adventures was so good. That show is so underrated. I hope that like Lego City Adventures becomes one of those shows that like people look back on in like 5 or 6 years or like even longer and be like, that was a really good show. And everyone watches it. Like if anyone knows about Megamind, like that movie was super underrated when it came out. And I like watched it all the time, and like during 2020 it just blew up and everyone started watching it. Um but yeah. So I kind of hope that happens with Lego City Adventures. And yeah. I gotta prove to everyone I'm crazy, so I'm gonna dump this bag of garbage on the mayor's desk. That is one of my favorite lines of the whole show. Seriously, the writers just had just so much fun, you know? Like, anything is so random, but it's just so fun. I'm gonna dump this garbage on the mayor's desk. I love it so much. Literally, we could just quote lines from the show all day long, and that'd just be so fun. um, what was that one part where it was like that one where it was like the the firefighters versus the police officers in that like charity event, and Freya is like, well, we promised to the easily distracted that we would don't donate boomerangs to them, even though they weren't paying attention when we promised. I remember I didn't even get like what the charity or donating thing was for until like the fifth time I watched the episode. um, I love season three. I love every season. And it's just so good and everything. I love that show. But yeah, the Funky 46. That has got to be probably one of my favorite episodes of the whole series. Like, it is probably one of my favorites of all time. What do you think about the Ninjago shatter spin idea? Oh, yes. So the shatter spin. I remember you were talking about it in one of my other videos, like the stop motion I just did. And I think you thought that it was this thing, like the thing that Sora creates with the Chrono Seal and those shorts. But actually, Shatter Spin, it was confirmed in the trailer. Shatter Spin, my camera will focus on that. You guys probably know what this is. It's like that tech thing that Sora made in the Dragon's Rising shorts. Anyways, but the Shatter Spin is actually like this evil version of Spinjitzu technique or something. That Cinder, and by the way, I'm really excited to learn more about that character. And it's something that the villain does, and I just gotta say that the little bits of animation and like stuff we got to see in the new trailer, it looks so cool. But yeah. I also loved that the Chrono Steel was brought back for a little bit. Like, I don't know. The only thing I don't really love about Ninjago is just because there have been so many seasons. There are just so many elements, like not like elemental masters and stuff. I just mean like of the whole thing. But yeah, the trailer was so epic. The fight scenes were just, ugh, I love it. It's so good. I can't wait for that episode. It's actually supposed to be coming out in April, so I'm really excited. um, but what was I saying? I forgot. Oh yeah, right. So like everything about like, because there are just so many things in Ninjago. Like the show is 13 years old. There's just so much about it, and like so much stuff is kind of forgotten and stuff. Um, and yeah, it's just like, you know, like it's really nice when they bring back things instead of creating something totally new. So yeah. Because like I do love the new stuff, but like they often forget about things when they go to the next season, and it's just kind of like, ugh, come on. um, but yeah, Rip, you guys said stuff in the live chat while I was talking. I did not look at it, so I'm gonna look at that. Um, oh yeah, when Lloyd jumped through the air, it looks so cool. Yeah, I love that. It really did. um, I also really like, Jordana, this girl from the first season. I found it kind of weird, like how she was just kind of like mushed into the ending of the first half of season one. Um, but oh, this one. So I don't know if this is only come in this set, but the thing that Lloyd is holding, this green piece, actually came in that one Spider-Man set with Mysterio from 2021. Um, like. So yeah, oh hi Speed of Lego, thanks for joining. But this actually came from a thing from Mysterio in one of those comic book Spider-Man sets, and he had these two green blasting pieces, so I just used them for Lloyd because they work pretty great. But anyways, I forgot what I was saying. Uh, but what was I gonna say? I forgot. Oh yeah, also I forgot to say, Speed of Lego posted a new video yesterday. And he gave me a shout out in it. So I just want to say thank you so much. So make sure you gotta check it out if you haven't yet. Um, but yeah, you gotta check it out. Just thank you so much, Speed of Lego. That was really kind of you. But what was I saying? I forgot. I do that a lot. I need a coffee. um, what was I saying? I forgot. um, yeah, it's a really cool dream set. I wasn't able to get it because I wanted to get. I forgot which other set it was. I think it was the Tortoise Van, but it's much bigger than I thought it was. But yeah, I only have Izzy and no, I don't have Izzy. I have Zoe and Mateo. I don't actually have any of the other Dream Chasers. But what I'm trying to do is I'm hoping to get that one set with Sandman later this year, like that really big set with the Sandman, because it has Izzy. It might have Cooper in it, and it has Logan in it, and it's the only set to have Logan as a minifigure. And I really want to get that set. Plus, it comes with Mateo and his cape. It looks so cool, and the Sandman looks so cool in that set, and the whole build is just so amazing. I really want to get it, but it's pretty expensive. um, but yeah, what was I saying? I go off track so much. Who's my favorite Dreams character? That is so hard. It changes like every time because I'm like, oh, I like something about this character. I think Zoe is because I think she is a really compelling character. Um, and oh, you're not distracting me. I distract myself. um, but uh, what was I saying? I just did it again. But shoot, I forgot what it was. What I was talking about. Oh yeah, my favorite character. um, yeah, it's pretty expensive. Yeah. All these minifigures, I'm gonna distract myself again. All these minifigures are the main characters for my main series that I'm gonna be doing later this year, and they've always been like my favorite characters out of all the themes. So it's Spider-Man, Emmett, Owen, Lloyd, and Chase McCain. This guy, I think all you guys know about him, but this guy's video game was so underrated. This is gonna sound pretty stupid. I never actually played the video game. I found the cutscenes on YouTube and I thought it was a movie. I'm not joking. So like, I would be like, this stuff doesn't make sense. Oh, hi Kitty Kitty Show, Kiki Kitty Show. Yeah, the Kiki Kitty Show. Yeah. Hello. But yeah. um, yeah, I never realized it was a video game, so I still actually haven't got it, so I really just watched the cutscenes and everything. And he only came in like one set, but seriously, that was such a good thing. Like, I love Frank Honey. Like, one of the jokes I like quote all the time. Yeah, the cutscenes were great. One of my favorite jokes of the whole thing was when the mayor is like, Dongbi, and then the chief is like, honey, and then honey's like, waffles, what are we doing? That was so funny. Speed of Lego. Well, let's name the video game. So, it actually had two parts. The first one was called, um, the chase begins. It was just called Lego City. The chase begins, and the second part was called Lego City Undercover. Yeah, Cole Brookstone. Um, so yeah, the first one, like the prologue, was called The Chase Begins, and the second one was called Lego City Undercover. I don't remember when it came out. I think it was like 2013 or something. Um, But yeah, again, I never played it, but I just watched all the cutscenes and everything, and I loved it so much. Like, Dongbi, honey, waffles, what are we doing? Actually, I realized Honey never got a minifigure. Oh, the one with the rocket, yes. Forrest Blackwell was the main villain, and there was also Rex Fury. Um, yeah. Uh, yeah. um, that's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I really never played a lot of video games. I only have like one Jurassic World video game that I played like once, and it wasn't like on a PC or anything. And I just kind of lost interest in it, but I've just never really been a video game person, and I'm fine with that. But like anytime I'm like talking to friends or anything, like that's one of the main things everyone talks about with video games, and I just have no clue what any of it. The only thing I know is that Lego got its own Fortnite game. That's all I know. I never played it. Um, but yeah, my whole thing is Lego and movies, and Lego movies. Yeah, it's fun to be a builder. Oh yeah, yeah. I was about to get to that. So Chase McCain didn't make many appearances out of the video game. But yeah, Natalia, Rex, the police chief, Honey. Chase was the only character in that whole game to actually get an appearance. The only one that could have so many cool sets. But like, hey, that leaves room for MOCs. So that's pretty great. I haven't built any actually from that game, but I did make my own Natalia, and I did make my own Rex Fury. I don't know. Am I supposed to say Natalia or Natalia? I don't know. But yeah, I haven't made my own police chief or Honey because I don't have any of the right parts. But I can just like make one that looks sort of similar. But I originally I had this one episode. I scrapped it because it like wasn't following some of the what's it called storyline that I had. But I kept like going back and forth saying Natalia. So I think what I'll do, you said I said it right, but I don't know. Is it Natalia or Natalia? But what I think I'll do is I'll have like what's it called? I'll probably have one character say Natalia, another say Natalia, because I don't know why, just so I can I won't they'll just I don't know. Um, I don't like. I mean, I'm not entirely sure. Like, if she was, I think the reason she didn't like Chase because she made her have to change her identity and everything. That's pretty valid reason to be mad at someone. Yes, though. I had to change the color of my hair. You were the blonde before. What? That was so funny. You were the blonde before. What? Natalia. Thank you, Betsy L. Thank you. Yeah. You weren't a blonde before. Yeah, now you destroyed my car. Wasn't destroying my life enough for you? I even had to change the color of my hair. You weren't a blonde before. What? I know. Will I ever see you again? No. That was so funny. Seriously, it was so good. Also, remember that scene? I think I made a little reference to it in my Valentine's Day video. Remember when he's like, "Good thing I'm not afraid of heights or have any other ridiculous phobia." French parrot! Oh yeah, then she stole his car. Actually, Chase took that. Yeah, it wasn't even his car. He took it from the other person. He didn't steal it. He asked for it, but then he destroyed hers. Uh, um, or remember like when he saves that crook and his hands fall off, like when he's about to fall off the building and then his hands like click off. That was really funny. And when he's like, I work for a guy named Carfartoon Benson Berry or whatever. And then oh yeah, the yogurt in his face. I didn't know what the person threw in his face at first. Also, I love the whole joke where like when they would torture someone, they'd feed them ice cream till they got a brain freeze. That was so funny. Seriously, this conversation probably sounds so weird out of context. But yeah, everything was a funny line in that show. Well, it wasn't a show; it was a movie, but yeah, he made it in like two Lego City shorts because he came in like one set, and he made like one reference to Rex Fury in one of them. Other than that, Chase hasn't appeared in anything else. Oh yeah. Ooh, is that Blueberry? um. um. Or like, remember that guy that was like that smuggled things in the jail? Like, oh, did you like your new car? And then he's like, car, bursts out a car tire. Oh yeah, I drew on his face in the box. That was funny. um, Seriously, that was such a good thing. I just go back and watch it all the time. Or like, when the rocket was about to take off, and it's like, wow, that's gonna be hot. Or, well, yeah, he was like, that's gonna be at like 7,000 degrees Fahrenheit, and then he's like, wow, I better take my jacket off, and like gets an umbrella. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I sort of made this my own custom outfit. I used these legs that I found at one of those pick a Rick stations at the Lego store, and I thought they just fit Spider-Man so well, so I put them with this, and I'm gonna be using this. So hello, Hronxhold Malaysia. I hope I said that right. I'm really sorry if I didn't. But hello. Good morning. Um, and what was I saying? I forgot. I forget all the time. But yeah, we're just talking about Lego City Undercover, if you know what that is. It's this Lego City video game that came out in like 2013. I never actually played the game. But yeah. Um so what was I saying? I forgot. It was about that. I forgot though. But yeah, so even though Chase McCain isn't, almost nobody knows about him except for you guys. I'm gonna be putting him in my new series later this year. It's uh oh yeah, the moon is actually really close and very small, but don't tell anyone, it's a secret. It's also made of cheese. Yeah. Yeah, pick-up bricks are really cool. I found a lot of cool pieces there, like some that are exclusive, like you can't actually find them in the actual Lego sets. But I think I forgot, somebody said something in the group chat, didn't reply to it. Lego Star Wars. So actually, I no one ever believes me when I say I have never watched a Star Wars movie. And I'm not joking when I've never actually seen a Star Wars movie. And I'm not saying that they're stupid movies or whatever. I just haven't really cared to watch them. Because I'm pretty sure they are really cool, but yeah. Um. Oh yeah, yeah. um. Sorry, somebody, like, there were like three different things said, and I didn't get to see all of them. But yeah, speed of Lego. I love that. Like, I love his videos. I love your videos. But yeah, I am not much of a Star Wars person, but yeah. I mean, like, the only reason that I've really have seen a lot of Marvel and Jurassic World movies is that in 2020, my parents just like let me watch a lot of them with them at home, and so that's when I saw the Jurassic World movies, and then I got to watch the third movie at in theaters, which I'm really happy about. Actually, my dad took us to see the third Jurassic World for Father's Day, and it was super fun. I think that was like the first live action movie I've seen in theater actually. Um, but that was really fun. And then I'm kind of a Marvel person. I really love Spider-Man. I'm not actually a big comic Spider-Man fan, to be honest. I don't really do a lot of comics. I really like the Marvel movies, and I really love Spider-Man from the MCU movies. And so thanks, Vito Lego. But yeah, so my Spider-Man story, I guess this is the Spider-Man from what's it called? Um oh yeah. I do have to say though, I've seen some of the Star Wars sets. They are enormous. There was this one that was like $700. It was huge. Like huge. um yeah, I don't think that's the biggest Lego set anymore, but still, it's a crazy huge set. But yeah, they have some of the hugest, biggest sets, or most enormous sets. Um, but I remember seeing in the Lego store one time. Yeah. Um, but yeah, I'm a pretty big Marvel fan, and my timeline. So like when I have my main series, the timeline for Marvel uh is gonna be like what's it called? It's gonna be right after Spider-Man gets recruited to the Avengers. But when I realized um oh yeah, that'd be a really cool set to have. But it's crazy huge. Like, where do you even put it? um, but uh, what am I saying? I forgot again. So my for Spider-Man, at least in the timeline for my series, it's gonna be like right at the end of Captain America Civil War, and that'll be like right when Spider-Man joined the Avengers. But then I realized that's also when the Avengers split up. So it's gonna be like Spider-Man is working with Tony Stark, and then the Avengers are gonna make like a few appearances throughout the series, but it's not really gonna have like a full Avengers team because that has. I'm trying my best to make it match up with the timelines. Um, so yeah, but it's mainly just gonna be Peter Parker and Tony Stark with the other superheroes. The Shadow Dojo, I want it so bad. It's such a cool set. But yeah, I probably won't be able to get it. Um, my parents don't really love me getting like the villain sets per se, and I can understand why. But like it has really cool minifigures and it's a really cool build. But yeah, the hardest thing is that my favorite thing usually about the sets are the minifigures, but all the instructions, yeah. I do have to say though, Lego, I like whenever I build anything else besides Lego, like I'm like, wow, these instructions are pretty bad because Lego does instructions so well. They make it very clear and easy to follow, even if it's a lot of pieces per page. I don't really like that about Lego. You can keep track. um, 7,500 pieces. That's how many? Oh wow, jeez, that's crazy. That would take a long time to build. What is the biggest Lego set I've gotten? The biggest Lego set I've gotten. I'm sorry, nobody asked that, but that just came to my head. The biggest Lego set that's actually mine. Um, uh, Again, nobody asked that. I just thought of that. um, I can't actually remember. But the biggest Lego set that I've like helped build is the Home Alone Legos, or actually, it's either the Home Alone set, or it's Ninjago City Gardens, or the either one of those is the biggest set that I've helped build because like my dad got that as like a whole set for the whole family, so we all built it together. But yeah, I'm actually a very fast builder, so like it's kind of hard when I'm building something with my dad. I was like speed through everything. But yeah, but the unfortunate thing about being a fast builder is that a lot of times I will not like I'll just get something wrong and I'll be like, oh wait, the biggest set I've built, yes, I was thinking about that. The biggest set I've helped build was the either Ninjago City Gardens or the Home Alone set. And then the biggest set that I've built, like that's actually just mine, that actually is my own. Let me think. Cause like I think that's really hard. Uh um what am I saying? Sorry, I just zoned out for a second. um but what was I saying? I forgot again. Right. The biggest set I've built. I don't know. Cause like are the huge rectangle boxes that are like uh let me actually show you guys. Okay. So actually I think it's this set from Jurassic Park. I think this might be the biggest set I've built by myself. Um, at least probably the most complex. I think this is the biggest set I've built. As I'm thinking about it, I don't think the Jurassic World Dominion set, that's like the really big one with the Giganotosaurus, is bigger. I don't think it actually is. But yeah. You know what's funny? Because it was such a huge set, my parents they were saving it to get it for me for Christmas one year, and I actually saw where they were hiding it, and I thought it was for everyone. And then it was actually mine, which is super cool. Um, but yeah, I got this like 2 Christmases ago. So yeah. um, The Crush car, yeah, I love that set. It's so cool. um, but yeah, I did like one stop motion. Like it was like what's it called? Yeah, the display. I love the way that they like have certain display sets like with the black and like how they also have like the quotes on the side of it. Like, boy, do I hate being right all the time. I just rewatched Jurassic World last night with my mom just because I love it. And it's so good. My mom really loves the third Jurassic World. We watched it like a billion times. Oh yeah, sorry. I was doing a stop motion, and this is actually where I do my sets, like where I actually film them. So here, this is just a bunch of pieces and stuff from the episode that I was doing. So yeah, they're just over here. um, yeah, yes, I do have Aaron, and yeah, he's a great minifigure. um, but yeah, what was I saying? I forgot. Baby Ryu. Yes, I love Baby Ryu. I'm kind of upset that in season 2 of Dragon's Rising they made him a teenager because like he's still cute, but like we need this longer. I feel like I told you guys, but this other series, it's not Lego, it's this spin-off Jurassic World series. And it has this baby dinosaur named Bumpy, and he's like this little Ankylosaurus or Ankylosaurus. Let me actually bring him. Where is he? One sec. I'll be right back, guys. I'm back. um, but this is Baby Bumpy, and he's this baby dinosaur from Jurassic World. It's this series called Can Cretaceous. It's not Lego, but it's actually confirmed to be canon to the Jurassic World franchise. But um, yeah, it was only like outside, but so actually, I am in a walk-in closet. This is my bedroom has a walk-in closet, and the only reason it does is because my bedroom in my house is actually the guest bedroom, because my family has a lot of kids, so my bedroom is the guest bedroom, and that comes with a walk-in closet. So that's actually where I film my Lego stuff and all the other stuff. Back to what I was saying because I entirely forgot. Baby Bumpy. So in that show, it had Baby Bumpy, this adorable little baby dinosaur, and then the second season they made him or made her a teenager, baby, or but like, um, how many kids? Actually, I have 4 siblings, and 2 of them have moved out. I have 2 sisters though. So, yeah, um. Yeah, Bumpy was still cute when he grew up, though. But I wish we could have had Baby Bumpy a little longer. You know what I mean? He's still cute. And then they did the same to Ryu, which I'm really upset about. Your family has 10 kids? Wow. Oh yeah, one of my sisters. Yes, she does Tracy. I actually have 3 sisters. But one of them does Tracy, and yeah, that's crazy. One of my uh family friends actually my older siblings because they're much older than me. My brother is no, one of my sisters the voice recordings. My mom did like one voice recording once, but one of my sisters does them because she just loves doing it. um but but yeah, one of my sisters, I don't know if she wants me to actually name her just because just safety on the internet and stuff. It's actually funny. When I first started YouTube, I was like so paranoid of like all the safety stuff. I like yes, actually Lilac is also the person as also the same sister that does Tracy. Um, but yeah, yeah, she also does Lilac. I don't know if you guys could tell. Lilac is supposed to be Australian. Does she sound British? Cause like, um, yeah, cause I think she sounds Australian. But Lilac is supposed to be Australian. Did she sound Australian? Does she sound British? I'm just curious. Um, but yeah, my sister is great at voice acting. She actually kind of gets upset sometimes because most of my characters don't really have like fun voices, and my sister, seriously, that one part in the first episode when Tracy saves that one guy from the rat guy, like she saves the guy and she's like, "Thanks, bro." That was my sister. And she had so much fun doing that one line, and like sometimes she'll get upset that she doesn't have characters that are like have fun weird voices because she just loves doing that. But I'm doing Shirley Keeper in my series, and she's gonna have fun doing Shirley Keeper. She's really good at it. Sorry, there was some stuff in the live chat. I wasn't paying attention to it. I feel kind of bad. um, Let me read it. Sorry, I haven't read a lot. um, what do you? I'm just a little curious. What other minifigure set that I have? Um, I'm a little confused. Sorry. I'm just gonna read some of the other ones real quick. Gotta click on it over and over again. Yeah, my sister is like a huge range of doing different voices. So yeah, she's gonna have a lot of fun doing Shirley Keeper. But she's been like, all your characters that I've voiced so far kind of all sound the same. And to be fair, they have. Like Natalia sounds pretty close to Claire Deering, but um, yeah. Yeah, for my sister, she loves doing the scream ones. Uh, she loves doing it. It's because like I'm always holding like the voice thing right up to her face, and she'll just like scream, and it's so funny, and it's really fun. Um, I actually don't use a microphone. I use what's it called? I actually use a tablet. I use everything with my tablet. That's actually what I'm filming with right now. But the only reason that's kind of hard to do screaming sometimes is because I also have a lot of other people in my family, and we're all at home, so sometimes it's kind of like you can't scream too loud, but like it's gotta not sound like a whisper scream. But yeah, if you watch some of my other stop motions, like with Animal Adventure, when she did Mia, she did like one episode where she did like a really long scream, and then she did another one with the Jurassic World short and stuff. And it's really fun. So yeah, she really appreciates it. And she loves doing it. But yeah, my one sister, I'm the youngest in my family, and she is 2 years older than me. So, um. Actually, so the Mosasaurus, I'm not sure because like I've seen some YouTube videos with the Mosasaurus, um, and I don't know if it's actually like an actual Lego Mosasaurus or if it's like an off-brand Lego one. But as far as I know, I don't think there's been an official Mosasaurus. But that one, it might have come out for like a Jurassic Park 3 set, and I just didn't know about that. But either it's like insanely rare or it's not even real Lego. So I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm using a tablet. Actually, I've had this tablet for 3 years and it's been kind of acting up lately. I'm kind of upset. Like sometimes it won't charge when it needs to, and also I've used so much space on this thing. Like the one of the main reasons like some things won't turn out great is because like I'll be doing stop motion and I'm in the mode to do stop motion, and then my tablet will run out of space. So, like I have to I have to download all the stuff on my drive, and that takes a while. And then I also have to make sure, like, I don't accidentally delete something that's not saved on the cloud. And yeah, so I don't want to get a new tablet, but I might have to because this like it won't charge sometimes when it needs to charge, and like it'll just like sometimes when I'm using stop motion for a while, it'll just like take a long time to load for a minute, and then it'll just turn off. And then when I tried turning it back on and like putting my password and everything, it'll just turn off again, and only by like the 10th time it actually turns back on. And usually, actually, that's because I turn it all the way off, like with the power. But yeah, wow, this conversation really went to a different direction. Now I'm talking about space on my tablet. Um, uh, huh? What do I say, huh? I feel like I didn't hear you. Sorry. um, my dad was like, I was explaining to him like with stuff with the live stream, and he's like, oh, so you just kind of like dictate everything while everyone just listens to you talk the whole time. Like, no, everyone just says stuff in the live chat, but he's like, yeah, you're just like the king, and everyone listens to you. I'm like, no. um, but yeah, it's just so fun having conversation about Lego. um, uh. Ranks Hold Malaysia says, I find many figures from China and they're not that bad, and they're eventually good from Lego? Um, I'm a little confused. Um, uh, Words. What's wrong with my head? I can't think. Words. Words are not wording for me. um, what am I thinking? I don't know. Sorry, guys. This is like you guys have to listen to my brain just go on for an hour straight. uh, what am I thinking? Sorry, I'm trying to respond to your question, and I can't figure it out, so I'm sorry. um, but I've gone so off track. We start talking about Lego City Undercover. But hey, we're at 40 minutes. I've been talking for 40 minutes straight. um, but yeah. Yeah, so I don't know like if the Mosasaurus is fake Lego, but either way, I think like honestly, fake Lego has actually tended to be pretty good. Like it actually like I have a lot of pieces and stuff that are actually fake Lego. I didn't even realize it because they fit so well with the actual pieces. Um, but yeah, like actually I got this like whole thing from my grandparents and it was like it was fake Lego and all the pieces they were just kind of like slightly looser. But I think that was just because they were kind of old pieces. But it was like this whole thing of gray pieces and stuff, and they were completely fine. Like they all clicked on stuff pretty well, and yeah, they work like 99% of the time, which I'm pretty happy about. Cause like most of the time, off-brand stuff is really bad. um, but yeah, um, but yeah, I don't know if that Mosasaurus is fake Lego or not. But either way, I think it works with the normal pieces. But I don't think you can really mix much with dinosaurs anyways. Yeah, yeah. I was like, it's either like a very rare and a very old dinosaur build, or it's just like um, yeah, um, yeah. Lego can be expensive, but yeah. I think the only time I've actually bought a minifigure like by itself, like on eBay or something, is my sister is a huge fan of Lego Marvel, specifically what's it called? Yeah, but Ryu and Buffy look like they're brothers. But she's a really big fan of Star-Lord and the Guardians of the Galaxy from Marvel. And at that time they hadn't made the third Guardians of the Galaxy movie, so there hadn't actually been a minifigure for like a few years. So I went online and was able to find an individual minifigure for like $15 for Star Lord. And I was able to get it for my sister for Christmas, and it actually came like a day late, which is super like not as exciting, but yeah. But $15 for a minifigure is kind of a lot, but yeah, minifigures are probably one of my favorite parts. Like the builds are always just so fun. But it's kind of hard because like Lego's really good at like my gosh, strategically, my gosh, you guys know what I'm trying to say. Um, but like, what's it called? Like a lot of times minifigures are always like spread across the sets, and I know they do that, so buyers will get all the different sets and stuff. But like for me, I can't get every single Lego set to get all the minifigures. Because like Ninjago suits get like they get new ones every single season. Yeah, words. Um, I haven't collected all the minifigures for like City Adventures, but I've tried my best to collect a good amount. Like I have Harl Hubs, I have um, I have Madison, Billy, Frey McLeod, Duke Detain, uh, the cat. I made my own Shirley Keeper because I got like kind of from a couple of her parts from the what's it called, the Picker Brick Station, and then I got Tippy Dorman and the racer guys from season 3. Mr. Gold minifigure. Oh my gosh. Is that thing even for sale? Honestly, I don't even want to have that minifigure. Like, it's cool, but like, what are you gonna even do with it? Like, what are you gonna do with it? I don't know what you do with that minifigure. Um, but wow, that's insane. I mean, to be honest, like, as much of a big Lego fan I am not paying $42,000 for a gold minifigure. Yeah. I don't that'd just be so weird to do. Like that's crazy. Like already spending hundreds of dollars on a Lego set is a lot, like way too much, but it is real gold. They would like Lego made it for their employees and there were only like 5 made or something, and then 3 of them kept theirs and like 2 people sold or something. Um but yeah. It's just gold painted. Yeah. I like I don't get it. um, but yeah, 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 it does have. I know. Like, how can 160? That's crazy what people will do. Like, I'm a big fan of Lego, but there's no way. But yeah, it's also kind of annoying, cause like, um, cause like, like there are a lot of cool minifigures I want to get. Like the new Dragons Rising minifigure looks so cool. The only season where I got all the Ninjago suits was from Prime Empire, and that season didn't have Zane in the sets. But what do you mean 5K isn't a lot? I mean it's gold, but still. I mean it's not a lot compared to 42,000. That's just insane. But anyways, uh, who's RB? Yeah, but that's the only reason I got all the minifigures because I didn't have Zane. And then the newest sets, I just got like all the minifigures. I got Lloyd with this. I didn't actually get Lloyd's outfit for like that actually matched the other ninja, but for the latest wave of sets, what do you mean her Tippy and Bricks would be one of the watchers? Is that what you meant by RB? Oh, um, what was I saying? I forgot. um, but I got beside, I mean, including Lloyd with this outfit, but like I didn't actually get the Lloyd with I don't know who can afford that, but like I didn't get Lloyd with the actual ninja outfit for this year, but I got the Nia with the gold mask, and then I got Zane, I got Kai, and I got Jay, and I got those four guys, and then this new Lloyd minifigure. But I really want to get the Lloyd and the Nia with the other mask. So look at expensive Lego sets for fun. um, yeah. um, Yeah, I remember like when I first started collecting Lego, like I'd always like looking back in the magazine, and I'd always have like all the Lego sets together with that one picture in the back, especially with Lego City. And I always wanted to make my own city and like have something like that, and I actually ended up doing that, which is yeah. Yeah, there are too many good minifigures. Honestly, um under 64. First, I thought you were talking about my live stream. Like, there is no way this live stream has 64 watchers. I was talking about the other thing. But um, what was I saying? I forgot again. But yeah, I really like like I I like the new Ninjago suits like all the time. Like the new ones for this year are some of the best ones yet. But like, I honestly wish the ninja would like stay with the other ones a little longer. You know what I mean? Like, so like you could have like a chance to get them in more sets. Like this year was the first year that Ninjago suits from a different wave came into another actual wave for another season. We got the Dragons Rising suits from season 1 of Dragons Rising, and then we got them in one set for season 2, the rock thing with Lord Ross and Lloyd and stuff. We got Kai and Nia with their season 1 outfits, and that was I think the first time. Thank you for joining, Cole Brookstone. Thank you for joining so much. Have a great day too. But uh, but yeah. What was I saying? I forgot. Yeah. Vertivian Bricks videos are awesome. Like seriously. Seriously, like did you see that one fight scene that he did with the Valentine's Day stop motion? That was epic. um, yeah. Thanks for joining, Cole Brookstone. um, um, yeah. Also, Tipping Bricks, like there was this channel that was like sponsored by Lego, and he had videos a lot like yours. Like he had like different multiverse videos, and they were all like really fun stuff. And then they stopped making videos, and like honestly, like when they kept making them, they started getting like kind of worse. I don't know if you know Billy Brick's Wild Brain. Um, they kind of like just stopped, and they just ended up like they're just they weren't that good. But then I was kind of disappointed because they're really good videos. And then Reptilian Bricks came by, and it was like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy I get to watch videos like this again. Like the whole and I love your T-Rex. He's just so fun. Never think about it. It's just I love it so much. Billy Bricks, yes, I'm so glad other people know about him. All right, I don't think they were sponsored by Lego, but I remember I started watching them in like 2019, like Um, yeah, like they still kind of post, but like they don't make anything new. So it's thank you, Rotivia Bricks, because your videos are so good, and like I've missed getting to watch videos like that. um, 'Cause like yeah, like the whole thing with the different universes going together, and like the T-Rex is just so fun. um, and also like the new spider thing that you did. The thing about Jazzy Nails. So like if you watch Billy Brix's older videos, they were so fun, like so fun. And then I don't know, they just like kind of like in 2022, they just started getting a little boring, and like the quality of the stop motion got better, yes, but like they uploaded so much less, and it was just kind of a little less creative. And it kind of just felt more like a sponsorship for the sets, but I was kind of disappointed about. But like if you watch Billy Brix's older videos, they're so fun. So yeah, thank you to Billy Brix. Yeah, because like I remember in 2020, that was like one of the main channels I always watched. Like, oh my gosh, Billy Brix uploaded. Yeah. um, yeah, actually, Billy Brix was like the whole thing really that got me into making stop motions. Like, really, like I was like, how did they not put their fingers in it? And they're like, this is called stop motion. I'm like, whoa, you can do that. And then I started making them in 2020. And then I actually was able to start uploading them in 2022. Um, and yeah, it's been really fun. But yeah, now I think about it, yeah, Billy Bricks was like the main thing that really made me start making them. uh, yeah. um, what was I saying? I forgot. We're talking about anything. I need a stretch. I remember to sit down this time though, guys. I remember to sit down, so my back isn't hurting. um, yep. But I remember we were talking about Camp Cretaceous at one point. I don't know if a lot of you guys know about Camp Cretaceous, but Camp Cretaceous is getting a sequel series called Chaos Theory, and it's coming in May this year. Like actually this year. And it's gonna be set after Jurassic World Dominion, like after the dinosaurs are out and everything. Um, and so just to let you know if you didn't know, this trailer hasn't come out yet, like the official trailer, but I don't know. Camp Cretaceous is probably like I don't want to say my favorite show because like I watched Ninjago and Lego City Adventures, but it was such a good show. I loved it. Seasons 4 and 5 were just kind of meh, but it was a good show. But even though it wasn't Lego, it did get some sets. Like we got Baby Bumpy, and stuff like that, and but like they only had a few sets for it. Um, but yeah. Oh, whoa. There are more things on live chat. It just didn't notify me. Hey, that's upsetting. Yeah. Disappointed I be. Sorry, guys. Whoa, it did not notify me for like a whole, like, 10 things. Yeah, I was kind of wondering. Like, it just went silent. Thank you to Kitty Love. Yeah, I remember sitting down. Yeah, there was like a little teaser for Chaos Theory, and Darius is an adult. But actually, I don't think it's gonna have every single camper. I think it's gonna be about Brooklyn, Kenji, and Darius. But I don't think it's actually gonna have the rest. It probably will have like some references to them and stuff. But I don't think it will actually have all of them. Uh, yeah, they did make Lego sets once in 2021, and the sets were not like I don't know, they weren't really based off the show, it was just like a bunch of like 4+ builds. Yeah, the Brooklyn minifigure was so bad. Her hairpiece was terrible, her face was terrible, and the torso just looked kind of off. I don't know, the minifigure was so bad. Um, and then yeah, they actually did make one new set for Camp Cretaceous this year. It had Darius and Sammy in it. Um, but yeah, I would show you, but I took apart that Brooklyn minifigure just because I wanted to use her pieces for something else. But she just didn't look like how she did in the show. Like her hairpiece should have been like Nia's from Ninjago or something, and then her face was just like, I don't know, the expressions weren't right. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And then like everyone else got pretty great minifigures. But like Darius didn't get his minifigure where he was wearing his T-shirt or like where he had like the necklace. Well, actually, I think he did have the necklace. And then Yaz only came in one set, and her hairpiece is one of the like her hairpiece was exactly made in Lego, like exactly. And then they didn't use it. They didn't use the perfect hairpiece that had existed for like 10 years for for uh for what's her name, Yasmina. So I wasn't able to get Yasmina, which I'm pretty upset about because she was one of my favorite characters in that whole show, and her minifigure was like the best besides the hairpiece. But she only came in like one $100 set, and I wasn't able to get it. Like I had one wave of sets, and it wasn't entirely based. Yeah, like with Lego City Adventures, they barely like. I don't think they even watched the shows. Like seriously, they didn't even watch them. They watched like one trailer or something, and then were like, "Well, it's this theme. We can do this." Like they could have made that boat set, like the boat that the campers made in season 3. They could have made. They didn't even make their their hideout. I actually, if it were like I said, I made one of their episodes. One of the episodes was the camp that they built. Then I know with Lego City, they didn't make Sinclair, and then they only made Tippy until the last year of the show, and he was the main antagonist of the first season. Yeah, like it was kind of funny. Like it was kind of weird. They always made they made so many figures that were like oftentimes not important to the show like at all, or at least not as important. Like the moon based people, like they came in so many sets. I know, like we never got Sinclair, Fendrick, the Morrises. Um, and then we didn't even get like Clara. We got her like once and like twice, I think. And then we got like Gracie Goodhart, which only appeared in a single episode, and she got to be in like the first wave of sets for that season. And then we got like the moon based people with like Rivera and the other guy, I forgot his name. But like, oh, thanks for joining, Jazzy Dales. Thank you so much for joining. Have a great day. Wow, we're almost at an hour, guys. Seriously, I have a lot of complaints about this, guys. This is almost like me venting for you guys. Um, but yeah, they did so terribly with those sets. They never even made Mr. Bertucci's stand. The only reason they made him into a minifigure is they wanted to make the farm sets, and they're like, oh, we can make this guy, I guess. Um, but then like Chief Wheeler didn't come in. Oh, he came in one set, and his minifigure wasn't even accurate to the show. So annoying. And then Tippy Dorman didn't come until the Christmas set, and then they like put characters that are, I don't want to say like not good, but like they put characters like Rays and Wallop and like Gracie Goodhart in like so many sets, and they only appeared in like one season or like one episode. I know, it's just I know. Actually, I made a If It Were Like Us episode for Mr. Bertucci's stand. Where did I put it? It might actually be in this room where I am. I don't. Wait, is it? Let me look. I know, but yeah, the sets were good for Lego City, but they weren't based off the show, and there were so many opportunities. Like like they didn't even make the arch. Like that would have been such a cool set, guys. You know what I mean? Like the arch from season 1, the Frederick and Sinclair arch. They never even made it. And then like, why did Poppy Star come in so many sets? She didn't even like. I mean, it's great that she came in sets, but like they didn't actually she wasn't. I know. I can't. The reason I haven't made those is that like because I don't have the pieces. But now that I think about it, I could actually make an MOC of that. You're right. I can do that, guys. I can do that. I'm gonna try and put that in If It Were Like Us at season 6. I'm gonna try and do that. Um, Actually, speaking of If It Were Like Us at season 6, so that season is gonna have a whole bunch of the ugly Christmas sweaters. I know the ugly Christmas sweaters. That was such a good one. But yeah, something I'm actually doing. So I'm ending the series after season 6. Yes, I'm tiring. I'm not. I'm gonna end the series after season 6, but yeah, and it's gonna have a lot of episodes. But I'm gonna make another series just because I don't want to have too many seasons of the other one. I'm gonna make a secondary series called BIY Build It Yourself, and it's instead of having like 10-minute long episodes, we're gonna have live streams for each build. Cause like when I did the If It Were Lego Set episodes, it was just mainly me talking to myself about the build or whatever, and you guys would comment on it. But like that series would be a live stream series on like Saturdays or something. I don't know when I'd start it because I'm gonna finish this 6th season for If It Were Lego Set first. But my Prime Plus series. So I love that you asked that. I love explaining this. Yeah, I love the live streams too. The Prime Plus series. Prime Plus is gonna have 5 episodes. That's not gonna be a lot, I know, right, guys? But there's gonna be a movie and then another series after that. So the movie's gonna be called Rise of the Dream X Squad, and the name is gonna it's gonna be more explained after the ending of Prime Plus. Just gonna say that. This movie is gonna be called Rise of the Dream X Squad, and then there's gonna be a series after that called The Dream X Squad. And I've this all planned out, guys, and it's gonna be focusing around Tracy, Mateo, Lilac. Actually, Adventurous is gonna be going to that series too. But it's gonna be. I'm so excited for this, guys. But yeah, sorry, guys. I haven't actually started working on Prime Plus episode 3 yet. I know the entire story for it. The main reason I actually didn't get started working on it yet is that. So, I'm. So when I was writing Lilac as a character, I was like scrapping a. How big is the movie gonna be? I'm hoping to get to a 30 or 45-minute movie, and I'm gonna animate it, or like actually like do the stop motion as if it were an episode, but I'm actually gonna release it all as one movie or like just two separate parts, like Rise of the Dream Squad Part 1, Part 2. That'll be coming like next year, guys. But I have like some of the plot figured out and stuff, and I'm really excited for you guys because that's gonna be like, oh, I'm so excited for that. But I haven't worked on episode 3 yet, mainly because was going through some plot changes. Because okay, thanks for joining, BetCL. Thank you. Have a great day. um, what was I saying? Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm glad so many people are liking it. Like, thank you so much. um, you have a great day too, BetCL. um, yeah. So I haven't started working on episode 3. But episode 3. Oh, hi, Jay. Thank you so much for joining. Episode 3 is gonna explain a whole lot, guys. And actually, so episode 4 is gonna be an entire backstory episode, like about Lilac, and kind of about how the whole villain thing began and stuff. I'm not gonna spoil anything too big, but it's gonna be like a whole backstory episode about Lilac. I haven't started episode 3 yet. I'm actually probably gonna start it today though. Like I'm gonna start filming it today, and I want to have it ready by the end of this month. So I want to have like by the last week of March, because I don't want to have it like one episode a month. So I think 3 weeks is a good enough time space for me to work on everything. But the thing is that I don't want to have it be like I don't want to give myself a due date just yet, guys, because like I'm not kidding, guys. Episode 2 was the most stressful thing like ever. Guys, that entire week starting on Wednesday, I got up, work on stop motion, and then like I like did all my chores in school and stuff, and then like when I was done with that, I worked on it. On Thursday, I had to go to something the whole day, and so I did it when I woke up that morning. I did it when I got home. Friday, I did it the whole day, like at least like what I could. Saturday, I had to go to something the whole day. I worked on it as soon as I got up, and then I did it as soon as I got back. And then on Saturday, not also on Saturday, on Sunday was the day that I posted it on the live stream that night. I am not kidding you guys. I finished that video right before the premiere. Like I was on a deadline. Like I had to finish voiceovers with my sister and like the whole episode basically, except for that clip that I showed you. I had to do like every single voiceover with her, and I still had to finish animating some scenes and stuff. And the reason the ending was kind of rushed, like after they defeated the dragon, was actually because that was the last scene that I actually animated, or I guess you'd say animated, right? But that was so stressful. I don't want to do that again. Like I was kind of making everyone around me stressful because like I had to do stuff with my sister, and then I had to like do other stuff. So I'm gonna try and have the live stream in the morning again. The only reason I had it at night that day is because I was legit working on that the whole day. Like the whole day I was working on that. Like I went to something that day for like a couple hours, and then I worked on it as soon as like before I got there, because like my sister, I had like a youth group thing for like 2 hours, and my sister had hers 2 hours after mine. But then it was at like 6:30, so I had to do all the voiceovers with my sister, and I also had to pick up my friend to go there. So then I had to do all the voiceovers with my sister before she left, because I wouldn't be able to do it with her when she got home, because I'd already had to like start my live stream by then. So I did all those with her before, and then I went to my thing. As soon as I got back, I finished animating. I posted that little trailer, and miraculously, you guys all came. Like I am so surprised because I only notified like 4 of you guys, and then everyone came. So I really appreciate that, because I was kind of like, I don't want to rush this and then nobody comes on and like I rushed it for no reason. You know what I mean? And then like everyone came on. So that was just thank you so much, guys. That was insane. But I'm gonna see. Is there anything more on the group chat? Like it's not. Or whoa. But yeah. So I'm working on episode. I'm gonna start working on episode 3 today. Actually, I might even like start when I'm done with this live stream. And then yeah. So episode 1 and 2 are out. Episode 3 is gonna explain a lot. I want to have it ready by the end of this March. And yeah. So yeah, it looks like there's one person left. I don't have to end it just yet. But yeah. So yeah, I'm working on episode 3. I'm really excited to show you guys. I made a new outfit for Okino, to do for the race. I'm really excited for you guys to see it. Because the minifigure I had for Okino is getting really loose. Actually, one of the hardest things about doing this is that the minifigure for Tracy, I play with her so much. Her head, her arms, and her legs are so freaking loose. It's so hard, like, having to hold her up and stuff, because, like, she'll just fall back down. But, yeah, so, luckily with episode 3, though, it's gonna be starting out with the Speedway 5 billion. And so she's gonna be sitting in the car the whole time, and then Okino's gonna be, like, fighting some whack rats as he's, like, on the thing. But yeah, I'm gonna give myself a due date, but I'm definitely gonna make sure I have most of it done before I did, because I only have like a quarter of it done when I said my due date, or like I had half of it done for my due date. So yeah. But episode 3 is probably gonna, I say this like every episode, I say it's gonna be much easier to animate, and then each time I'm like, oh shoot, I have to do this. But thanks. But yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna work on episode 3. So far, like with storyline, I think episode 3 is gonna be my favorite, like in terms of the story. I'm hoping this episode isn't too short. It might be like a minute less than the other ones, but it's really gonna explain like a whole lot, of the like entire plot. And then episode 4 is gonna like go into even more detail, because episode 4 is gonna be titled Bedtime Story, and it's about like Lilac not necessarily narrating, but it's like her entire backstory, and like also showing what happened, like how the villain is, why the villain is doing whatever he's doing, whatever. And then episode 5 is the finale where they. I'm not gonna say anything. But yeah, I feel like I'm telling too much, but yeah, I'm really excited. This is my favorite series I've worked on so far. Because I feel like this is the only series with actual character development, and it's like my only series with like, I don't know, I don't want to say effort, but like Animal Adventure and Diamond Heist just didn't have much to them. Like they were just really short episodes. The quality was kind of bad, and that was also just because I have to progress when I do stuff. But I'm really excited with the series. Yeah. So yeah, thanks, Speed of Lego. So yeah, I'm gonna get started working on episode 3, actually, like, doing it. So, the opening scene is, if this isn't like, it's kind of a spoiler, but, like, it's not in terms of, like, the huge story. I'm gonna have, like, a whole battle scene with, like, Okino fighting on the different vehicles, like, hopping around them as they're on the Speedway 5 billion. And that's gonna be really fun. The hardest thing, though, is that when you're doing, like, a chase scene, like, with cars, and you have to, make it so it stays in tune with the character, you have to move the background, but that means that I have to keep moving all the minifigures and everything else in the background as it goes by. So that's gonna be kind of hard, but I'm really excited. But because episode 3 is like the one I think I'm really loving the most so far, with like in terms of plot and everything else, because it's really gonna have this all come together the most, I guess you'd say. So I'm gonna try and have it ready by later this year. So if you guys have any questions about it, let me know. I love this. This is so cool. Because, like, I don't know, for the longest time I always, like, just kind of kept my stories to myself. Because, like, one of the main reasons I didn't, like, share my stories, like, with the Lego stuff on YouTube was because I had this whole idea of what my plot would be, and so I couldn't say certain things because, like, oh, wait, I need to reveal this at a certain other time, so I can't say it just yet. So yeah. Looks, Oh, Jay Sire Dragon. Yeah, that's the one that I have. How did you get it? That set came out in 2020. That's crazy. How did you get it? I mean, I got it in 2020. But like that's 4-year-old set. And that's crazy. Yeah, Jay Sire Dragon. That's actually the first dragon I've gotten ever. Um, and I was kind of upset because I actually lost one of its wings. Uh, so I couldn't actually use it in the actual episode. So I didn't have the wings in the episode because lost one of the ones on this side. But it luckily looks fine without it. Yeah, actually, one of the hardest things is moving around background characters because they all have to like they can't just stand there. They all have to like either react or like just yeah. That's kind of one of the hardest things, really. Just moving background characters. Like episode one, the only reason that episode was hard. Oh, eBay, yeah. It's actually like my parents don't really. There are a lot of cool minifig stuff I want to get. But my parents don't like me like getting those like online because they're so expensive and like they don't want to get scammed, which is entirely reasonable. Which is kind of upsetting though, because like there are a lot of cool sets and stuff that I want to get. Like, unfortunately, I was not a fan of Ninjago. Like, I wasn't really doing Ninjago until 2018. Guys, those sets were so epic. They were so cool. Like the stuff for season 8 and season 8 and 9, the sets were epic, and I missed out on like all of them. And I actually remember seeing them in the stores and like just walking past them, which is so upsetting. But yeah. um, but I'm hoping that sometime soon I can look stuff up on eBay and like maybe get like one or two things from season 8 of that season or whatever. Um, oh, I mean, I can really fine to do that speed of Lego. I'm completely fine with that. But oh, you're gonna be doing a build for it? That's so cool. Seriously, I like I it was only 4 years ago, but like when I first became a fan of Lego, like I became a fan of Lego in 29 no 20 I think 2017. No, actually 2016. Yeah, my friend got me a Lego set for my birthday, and I had already gone like Lego before. Like my friend got me a set, and I thought it was so cool. And then yeah, minifigs. That's probably like again one of my favorite things about Lego is the minifigs because they're like so detailed and they just look so cool. And like moving them around in stop motion is so cool, and it's just I love it. um, but yeah. So like I don't know. 2020 is just like kind of I don't want to say nostalgic. It was only 4 years ago, but like anytime I watch something like a trailer or something from Prime Empire, like a video or like look, sometimes I'll just like play with one of the sets or something, or like when I was animating Prime Plus, I was like looking back at some of the things and I'm like, wow, this feels so weird. I don't want to say nostalgic because like it was only 4 years ago, but like 2020 was such a long year, guys. Some stuff was said in the live chat. I can look at it. Yes, that is always happy. My favorite minifigure. That is so hard. Yeah, Prime Empire. It might just be kind of biased because, like that was the first season I watched, but oh, the Emmett keychain. Dude, that was the first thing I got of Emmett. I got the Emmett keychain in like at like Legoland or something, and that was my first ever Emmett minifigure, like before I got the Lego Movie 2 sets. That was the first minifigure I got for the Lego Movie, and it was on the keychain. And then I ended up getting like a few more when I got some of the sets for Lego Movie 2. Oh yeah, Detective Zane. That is one of my favorite episodes in Ninjago. I love it so much. It was so good. Again, like Prime Empire, it was such a good season. Like it probably might just be because like that was the first one I ever watched. Like I remember like I was watching one of the clips and watching the trailers like, "Oh my gosh, this feels so weird" cuz it was like right at the start of 2020 when I first started watching Ninjago and my sister was actually really obsessed with it. And it was kind of funny. Ninjago had 12 seasons at that point, right? Um I mean that's okay. I mean there are a lot of problems with Prime Empire, but like I just really like it cuz it was the first one that I ever watched. Um but like Um, but yeah, I mean, one of the main reasons I'm making Prime Plus is because like, I kind of like, um, one of my because like I feel like there's so many worlds that Lego and Jago introduces that like, do many amazing spin-off shows that could come off of this, like, literally there's so many cool ideas that you could do with this, and so mixing the Lego Multiverse stuff, I made one for Prime Empire because that's like the most stuff I like have collections from, like the series and stuff. But like there's so many other cool worlds and stuff that they could like have a just like spin-off series for. Like Oh, bye, Unikitty Love. Thank you so much for joining. Have a great day. Um, but I remember Tipping Bricks. You asked me what's my favorite minifigure. I had, I really like, honestly, Prime Empire minifigures are some of my favorite. Honestly, I think when you say my favorite minifigures, Ninjago is kind of like the first like thing that comes to my head because they have some of the best minifigures. Thank you for joining Kiki Kitty Cat Show. I think I said that wrong. Kiki Kitty Show. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. Have a great day. But I think when I say my favorite minifigures, it probably has to go to. Wait, actually, let me look. There's this one minifigure. There are two minifigures I'm gonna go get real quick. And they're probably one of them is my favorite. I'd go look it up, but let me look. Sorry, guys. I'm getting this real quick. Um. Uh, all right. So this is one of my favorite minifigures. This because I don't want to include Prime Empire because again I've been talking about this so much and like I love that season and everything, but outfits were just so good. This is probably one of my favorite minifigures ever. Like just the headband, the sword in the back, the printing is just so detailed. And my other favorite minifigure is probably um where is it? Let me look for it. Sorry. Where did he go? I was just using him like not an hour ago, like yesterday or something. Where did he go? It's the Spider-Man minifigure. Um, let me look. Oh, come on. Seriously, I was just looking for these other minifigures and I came across like three other ones and I'm like, oh my gosh. So this is the first one that I'm like, this is a great minifigure. This is one of the other ones, Zoe, but then I just love her printing so much and like the hairpiece and everything. And then this Spider-Man minifigure is one of my favorite minifigures ever because look at that arm printing. Look at that. Let me see if my camera will actually get in focus. Come on, my camera will get in focus. But yeah, I'll let you see from here. But look at that arm printing. Like, my gosh. I know. And like this wasn't even part of the minifigure series. This came in like a $20 set. So this is my favorite. I can't say which one's my favorite. But then when I thought I was done, then you have Lord Ross. My gosh, this guy is insanely awesome. Look at that, guys. But like look at that. The printing on the face, the arm. It has arm printing. Let me take his shoulder pads off. Like that's already a great piece. Look at the printing on there. Like look at that, and so good. And then you have it on this side too. And then if you look at the back, it all looks so good. So yeah, these four are probably some of my favorite minifigures ever. But like actually, I do want to say real quick, this minifigure Zoe, I did change one thing about her. There's one thing that was not in the Lego set. So in the series, Zoe's arm has this like bangle or something on it that's like or bracelet that's this dark blue. In the sets, it was completely bare. But a minifigure that is absolutely perfect to customize that is Rex Danger Vest from the Lego Movie 2. You know, he has like those things on his arms for his gloves. They are the perfect piece for Zoe. So this was not actually in the set, but like if you want to customize your figure, that's what you should do. Like it looks so good. Anyway, yeah, like I don't know what to choose because they're all so good, but like if you take off Lloyd's mask, the printing on his face is so good. And then like if you turn around the other expression, I love this expression for Lloyd. It looks so good. But like the printing is just so good. I just knocked them over. But like again, the printing for Zoe and for the Spider-Man and then Lloyd and Lord Ross. My gosh, they're so good. Like I don't know if you guys do this, but like with the actual like when I do stop motion, I don't know why, but when a minifigure has great like printing, like the walking cycle, I don't know why, but it looks really smooth. You know what I mean? Like when the minifigure is printing on its leg and the printing is like this, when they walk, it just looks so smooth. I don't know why, but like I love doing that in my videos just because like it looks super smooth and makes the like quality of it just look so much better. I don't know why. But yeah, like seriously, these are some of my favorite minifigures ever. But like as much as I love the Mateo minifigure, I think I would like the Zoe one better, just because like Mateo doesn't have as much like stuff. But like again, his hair printing and everything, the other stuff, so good. But yeah, like it's really hard. You can't choose your favorite, and that's great about Lego. That's one of the best things. Like you can't choose your favorite because like everything about Lego can just be so good. And like I know a lot of people say that these things for the head ties or the headbands for Ninjago minifigures, they've become a little overused in the past few years. But I mean, look at that. It looks so good. You know what I mean? Like the dual printing, it looks so good. And like even with this minifigure too, this one actually has like a lighter shade of green for his headband. But I mean, like look at it. It just corresponds with the other colors so well. Yeah. Yeah, just oh, it's so good. I love it. um, yeah. So yeah, choosing a favorite minifigure is really hard because it's really great. Lego is just great at making awesome minifigures. But yeah, and again, like I don't have the Izzy minifigure yet, but her hairpiece is like transparent. She's a cool face print stuff, and then Cooper's also looks really great. And also, guys, something that shocked me when I got the Zoe minifigure, guys. You look at these legs, they're like, that's great dual molding, right? That's not dual molding, guys. That is printing. Like, that's printing. Look at that. It's not dual molded. It's so good. Like, I could not tell at first. I was just like, wait, why are her legs looking like this? Oh my gosh, it's not dual molded. So good. And I also I love this hairpiece. It's so good. And then the bow and arrow and like the torso printing is super great. The only thing is that I say I don't really love how the cape uses the two things. It looks kind of weird, but like again, why should I complain? There's so much great stuff. Like look at the I don't know, like again, like when you have the minifigure walk, like the way it has like the lines going down to there and everything just works so well. And the legs move and stuff. And like it looks so good, and I love it so much. And that's why I love like making some motions of like the minifigure just walking because it looks so good. I don't know why. Yeah, they don't usually have the patterns for their boots. It's kind of annoying. um, but again, like I shouldn't complain. It's so good. Wow, guys, we are almost at an hour and 30 minutes. But yeah, these are some of my favorite minifigures. And that's probably gonna get changed soon because like legit, like Lego just getting better. Like, have you seen the climber outfits for Dragon's Rising Season 2? They look epic. I know it. Like the new suits for the new wave, and also like I love these new suits for the ninja. Like legit, they look so good. But I just wouldn't put in my favorites. But like, look at it looks so good. Like the printing on the legs and everything. And then my personal favorite is Nia's. But like I don't actually I like the head or like the masks that has the what's it called, the gray and the blue printing more. But that set only comes in like one other one right now. But yeah, the climber outfits are so cool. Like have you like the shoulder pad pieces? Did you see the printing on that? It looks so detailed and so cool. Um, but yeah. Oh gosh, I've been talking about Lego for an hour and a half. But what's wrong with that? But yeah, it never fails to surprise me how awesome Lego can be. It's like seriously, 2023 was such an amazing year, and like it's just gonna get better. Cause like we have Lego Dream Season 2, and like the way they set up Season 2 at that one episode in Season 1, like with the Mercury Realm and like the one person, uh oh, why the ninja have the Prime Empire looking faces? So at first I didn't get it either, but I think the reason they do is because the whole thing is like supposed to be like the dragon elemental power energy connection or whatever. So I think it's supposed to be like when the dragons power up the ninja, they get these other faces with their elements on it or something. Let me go grab the other ones. Um, in a sec. Sorry, guys. I'm looking for the other minifigs for that. That's fine. Yeah, cause like also I have the J one right here. I love this minifig, by the way. I love it so much. But it's kind of like the dragons power them up or something. But I did find that kind of odd. My other sister was like, why did they have the Prime Empire things? But I think it looks cool. Although I do prefer it without them. It's kind of hard. I don't know. But again, I love these new suits. I'm actually really upset. They're only gonna be in like a few episodes of season 2. You know what I mean? Because they are still gonna have the climber outfits too. But hey, at least I was able to get a chance to get these. I also got the Zane and Nia ones, but unfortunately, my favorite ones were the Nia and Lloyd ones. And then I got the Nia one, and she has like a gold mask in this one, and I actually don't like it as much as the one with the gray. I'm being kind of picky about that. Sorry, guys. But I really like the Lloyd one. You should totally watch Dreams. It is such a good series. It is 20 episodes and they're all like 22. So, Speed of Lego. The show, every single episode is on YouTube on Lego's official channel in full HD quality, and they're also on Netflix. So if you just look up Lego Dreams, it's on Netflix, and it's also like on YouTube in great quality from Lego. Like, it's not like just people reposted it or something. Like, it's full on Lego posted it on their channel, so you can watch it there. um, it's so good. Each episode is just episode 14 is probably one of my favorites because like it sets up the whole thing for season 2. With like the Mercury Realm or like the other lady that um lives there or whatever. Where does it stream? Yeah, on Netflix. And it's not really like it's not an exclusive Netflix show, but like it's available on Netflix each episode. And then again, also it's completely available on YouTube. If you actually you could just look it up right now if you want. It's like it has 20 episodes and they're all on their channel. You would have to scroll down a bit though. I can't find the playlist for it because like Lego has so many playlists. But if you look down on their things, um, yeah, Monkey Kid I think started coming out in 2020. So the reason they're not doing it with Dragons Rising Retribute Bricks is because it's like, if you know about Lego Elves, like they had like this Netflix original show, like it was exclusively a Netflix show, and exclusive Netflix shows only ever are on Netflix. Yeah, DVDs actually. So one time, I think both of you guys know about the show, the Lego Jurassic World Legend of Isla Nublar series. I could not find that series anywhere. So my dad actually helped me look it up, and we found it, and we went to the store, and we got the DVD. But yeah, Lego Elves is kind of creepy. I was just using that as like a as saying that for like an example, but like it's Dragons Rising is an exclusive Lego show, so the actual full episodes are only gonna be on Netflix. Although I'm pretty sure people have reposted episodes and uh, the minifigures for elves are like, yeah, I saw they were kind. I don't know. I don't think mini dolls are like terrible. I just don't really love mini dolls. I don't know. They're just not really for me. They just like kind of take away a lot of the elements that Lego minifigures have. You know what I mean? But yeah. So Dragons Rising is only available on Netflix, but I'm pretty sure there are people who reposted episodes, but probably being kind of bad quality. You guys do not know how long I looked on the on like when the first like from 2020 to 2022, each season of Ninjago, I had only watched like with English subtitles, and a lot of times the first time without the English subtitles. And like they weren't ever on good quality. Like I'd always found like people reposting them on YouTube and they were never actually in English. They were every language but English. And I'm not saying like it's bad that other people get it in their language. I'm just saying like Lego, why don't you just release it for everyone at the same time? And like they were never even consistent on which language they do first. Like why don't just have it at the same time? Like why? That's I mean, as far as I can tell, that has always worked for things. Like that's one reason why I really like Dragons Rising. They all posted at the same time. Um, yeah, I actually watched like 4 or 5 episodes of Elves on like the Netflix show. It was decent. But I just didn't love it. But like they had those web cartoons, and those were just weird. But yeah. But actually, I am one of those few people that actually enjoyed the uh the Lego Friends reboot for 2018 because it was, I don't know, it was fun. I don't really like love it as much now. Like I watch back, it's not the best, but they like brought back the mini dolls in the actual series because they made a new Lego Friends series and they brought back actual mini dolls in the thing. I don't know. I found that to be kind of weird. Like, why not just stick to having it the other way? Um, but yeah. But I don't know, Lego Friends minifigures have always just been kind of weird. Like, they can't move their legs side to side. They can't even move them all the way back. And their legs can't even, like, they can't go right behind something because, or no, right in front of something because of the back of their feet. And then they have noses, which is kind of weird. um, but, I mean, I kind of like the squishy hair pieces, but the thing is that they hardly work on minifigures, which is kind of annoying. But, yeah. But it's nice with stop motion with squishy hair pieces, like with Harumi. Like with in stop motion, it's really helpful like to do hair movements with the squishy hair pieces, because otherwise their heads wouldn't be able to move. We're kind of upset about why they changed Harumi's hairpiece. Probably because for a lot of people it was ripping. Actually, guys, I'm gonna go show you my Harumi minifigure. So I got the Harumi from season 12 of Prime Empire, um, and I played with her a lot because she was a cool character, so I played with her a lot. Um, so I got the one that's squishy because they had that one until 2020, and they had the squishy version. It's great, guys. I played with this hairpiece literally so much. Guys, look at this. You know, I just say it's a normal hairpiece, right? Look at it. Look at the way it's ripping, guys. It is on the verge of snapping so much. Like, I can't use it anymore at all, really. And, like, it even has a rip there on the back, too. I think that's the reason why they changed it to hard, because, like, that's happening to everyone. But, like, I love the way you can make her head move and stuff like that. But, like, now look at it. It's literally about to rip as she turns her head. But, yeah. But, actually, the hairpiece for Sweet Mayhem from the Lego Movie 2, that also happened to me. Look at it. The one side of the hairpiece already fell off, and then this side also is starting to rip off. If my camera will get in focus for that, but that's also kind of ripping off too. Um, but yeah, yeah, I wanna get I wanna like maybe find on eBay another minifigure for Harumi so I can just get the hairpiece that works, or just I don't want to have the hard one because then you can't move it, and I don't know, but like hair movement adds so much detail to something. You know what I mean? Like, something I didn't like about like Wild Brain with Ninjago is that Hermie's hair would like never move. It would just stick to her body. It looked kind of weird. Like she'd turn her head and like stay like this. Um, but like I just found that kind of annoying. But it looks so much better with the hair movement. I don't know why. I think if you all have watched Camp Cretaceous, they went insanely like in detail with doing hair, and ever since then I always notice that now, and it's so weird. But I just think it adds like so much detail when you have the hair move and stuff. Like when you do it, it just looks so much better. You know what I mean? um, yeah, it was. I was really hoping that her hair wouldn't rip. Like when I was doing that short, guys, I was like, please don't rip, please don't rip, because it was so much on the verge of doing it. Because like I turn her head like this. Look at that, it's so close to ripping. So I'm hoping I can maybe just like look on eBay and get one of the minifigures that has the squishy one. Plus, I never even got the minifigure from season 9, so that'd be cool. I could get a new face that isn't as like marked up and like be a little less loose. You know what I mean? So uh, I so Lego Ideas. I don't think that's specifically an app. It might be actually. Now I think about it, it might be. I am no longer on Lego Life. I'm sorry. I didn't know what to post, and I felt like, um, what I was like I don't know. It was a really fun app. There was nothing wrong with it. I don't know. I just didn't use it too much. And if you go on there, I think my account is still up because it doesn't delete your account when you like do with it. But like, yeah, it just wasn't working too much and stuff. And I didn't really know how to just like, I don't know. I would post like photography, but like that's all I do. And I wanted to like I didn't want to do comics and stuff, and that's the only way you could like tell your stories on it. But yeah. So Lego ideas, I never actually pitched an idea for Lego ideas before. But I think it would be cool to do. But yeah, I mean, I could do it for like that Cat Cretaceous build or something. I don't know. That'd be fun. But yeah, something was said in the what's it called? The live chat thingy. So yeah, oh yeah, that's what you said. Oh, thanks for thank you, Speed of Lego. But yeah. um, it was actually really easy. Not easy. No, it is easy. With Tracy, her hairpiece, because the pigtails are actually two separate pieces. It's a lot easier to do hair movements, and the movements look a lot better, which is a lot. It's a lot easier, like, to do hair pieces than Okino, because like his hair will just like swish to the side, but um, I like it with hers because it's a lot easier and it looks a lot better when you do it with hers. But actually, if you watched one of my other If It Were Lego Set episodes, not Harumi, Tracy's hair actually used to be this piece. And that's why, because I played with her a lot, and so that's why this thing's ripped. But I actually ended up changing it because I didn't like the hairpiece, and it was always just like wiggle and stuff, and like it wouldn't stay on her head correctly because it's a mini doll hairpiece. So I ended up just using the helmet instead. Um, but if you watch that episode, she actually has that one instead because that's when I was first developing her character, and that's what she originally had. So yeah. I'm very surprised you guys are still on. Like, we have been on here for an hour and a half. This is crazy. I need water. I can't exactly get it now though. But yeah. So I want to do more stop motions with Harumi. But I don't want to add her to my stories yet because I want to see what they're doing with her in Dragon's Rising before I do like anything with her character. Because they're gonna use her in Dragon's Rising at some point. You know what I mean? But like, I don't want to like create her story only for to like not match, because something that I want to do is I want to have each one of the Lego timelines, Lego Multiverse, match each timeline it's from, so that it can technically be considered canon. Like with the Jurassic World show, the Lego like Legends of Isla Nublar, I consider that canon because it fits into the it fits into the timeline. That's like, and so I want to do that, and I think I've been doing pretty good so far. But I don't want to mess that up. Speed of Lego, you said, here's Lego ideas suggestion. Lego Dreams crossover. Hair salon with a lot of different hair pieces, then they'll make it, and you'll have access to all of those. Yeah. That'd be fine. Um, Wait a minute. No way. Wait, are you kidding? I'll have to check that out. If that was Harumi, I'm honestly gonna be kind of mad if she's bad again. So hard. I was upset the way they dealt with Harumi at the end of Crystal Eyes. Like, I'm glad she became a good guy, but like the way that happened, like Lloyd was like, it's okay, she's with us. Um, I'm thinking that instead of Harumi, that might have been Jordana. It might have been this lady from the trailer because she's definitely in that season. So it might have been this lady. I don't know if it's Harumi, but that'd be really cool if it was. But like, I know the way they did it. Like Lloyd's like, it's okay, she's with us, bro. She not only like gained your trust, betrayed you, blah blah blah, does all think horrible things to you. She also multiple times attempted to kill your friends, and also you thought and she thought she did. She also tried drowning your mother along with you at the same time. Like, bro, that you don't just say she's with us now. And like that's also a right, and it's not even like she forgave Lloyd. It's not even like she like is like, you know what? I shouldn't be angry at him. She forgives Lloyd because she's like, oh, it wasn't Lloyd's fault. She just gets mad at somebody else. Like, ugh, it's so annoying. And so part of me's kind of happy that she wasn't uh in the new season. Like, I'm glad she's good, and I kind of wanted her to get back with Lloyd, but like that should have been seasons of character development. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, yeah, because in season 8, when she was trying to bring back Garmadon, she was gonna drown Lloyd and his mother together and just making fun of him. It was just, it was so bad the way they dealt with that. Like, that could have been a whole thing with Dragon's Rising, like Lloyd trying to, you know, like forgive Harumi or whatever. And, like, that just could have been so much great character development, and they just scrapped it all. That's something that I don't like about Ninjago. They tend to do really bad with character development when they have the option to do it so well. It's almost too bad to be good. Yeah. Cause like again, I'm glad she's good. I'm glad she had some sort of redemption, but like real was it really a redemption? Like what did she actually do? She just got mad at somebody else. She didn't actually forgive Lloyd. So yeah, that's just me ranting about the ending for Crystallized. But yeah. 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 My throat hurts. I've been talking so long. Never, don't ever be with someone who tries to drown your mother. Yeah, like, bro, no. Like, did he just forget? Like, she not only, like, he thought that she had killed all of his friends in seasons 8 and season 15. Like, literally, like, in season 15, remember when she like when they thought that she had blown up the subway and that they had been crushed under the subway, like, dude, like, just because they actually did survive doesn't mean that she didn't try to kill them. Like, she very much did try to kill them many, many times, and very much he thought and was very much like they actually were dead. Like season 8, like when they were, or season 9, when they were in the realm of Oni and the Dragon, he had thought all of them had died the whole season. Um, it's just, and also, I'm complaining so much about this, guys. Um, she my favorite character from Jago. I'm literally ranting about how much I hate Harumi, but Harumi is actually my favorite character. Like, I've been saying Jay a lot recently, but it might be her. I don't know. It changes a lot. But I actually really love Harumi. Like, she's one of my favorites. Like, I love her story and her character design. But I'm also simultaneously, like, ranting about why she's had a terrible character arc in the last season she was in. But I know, like, I don't know. It's just kind of annoying. Like, they could have dealt with it so much. Like, yeah, she's got the best hair. Like, fan art of Harumi, like, some of it looks kind of weird, but, like, other fan art looks kind of good. Like, she actually looks kind of terrifying, you know what I mean? She faked being good at the start, and then faked being good so many other times. Wouldn't trust her ever, unless she really tried to help the ninjas. Like, seriously, it's actually super annoying. My sister had watched, or at least she had known about, um, she had, like, done all the, like, she had seen all the stuff from season 8. She knew Harumi was actually a plot twist villain. I didn't get to figure it out myself. I'm really upset about that. My sister spoiled it for me. So I'm kind of upset about that. I didn't actually get to, like, but still. Oh, you're good, Octavian Bricks. I know what you're trying to say. But, like, still. She, like, if I not had known, she is probably one of the best plot twist villains I've ever seen in a show. Like, I didn't even see it coming when I had known. Like, seriously, like, at some parts I'm like, yeah. You guys are good. I know what you guys mean anyway, so. One time I was texting my friend, and I was trying to do, like, a laugh face emoji or whatever, and I accidentally sent the one with the hard eyes instead. It was super weird. But yeah. So, yeah. So yeah, again, like, I hate the way we dealt with her, but, like, seriously, she was such a good character, and also her voice actor did such a good job. And, like, I remember, I was like, Harumi's voice actor sounds so familiar. She's Claire Deering from Legend of Isla Nublar. Oh, that is so weird to think about. You know what I mean? Like, Harumi is Claire Deering. That is so weird. You know what I mean? um, because like they're just so different characters, and then you hear them like, oh my gosh, it's the same voice actor. Ah. But yeah. Uh, thank you so much for joining Rotivia Bricks. Thank you so much. Episode 3 will probably be ready in like 3 weeks or 2 weeks. I don't want to have like a whole month waiting. But yeah, thank you so much for joining. And it looks like you were still on Speed of Lego. We can keep going if you want. But we can just yeah, we can keep talking if you want. I don't really have anything to do right now, so yeah. Whoa, I just hit my camera. Um, you do 1 sec. Bye, Tiffany Bricks. I need to grab something real quick. Sorry, Speed of Lego. I am back by Tiffany Bricks. Sorry, somebody was knocking on my door, and yeah, it was my sister. Yeah. Wow, we are almost on here for 3 hours. This is insane. Yeah. So thank you for joining. I'm not gonna end this just yet. Just because I feel like there's so much to talk about. But if you need to leave or if you want to leave, it's completely fine. We've been on here for 3 hours. um, this is so fun. Like honestly, like I talk to my sister a lot about this, but like a lot of times she doesn't. So like she likes Lego, but like she doesn't want to hear every single last thing about it. So it's really great that I just get to talk about Lego for 3 hours straight, and like everyone also knows exactly what I'm talking about. So it's not like I have to explain every other last thing about it or whatever. So yeah, so yeah, we can end it soon, or even now. But I'm fine staying on. Uh, okay. Oh, are you making a new video soon, Feet of Lego? Um, I mean, you tend to you're oftentimes making more videos, which is really great. You're really consistent about your stuff, which is really great. The camera and focus. Uh, there's no purpose for this guy to be on screen, but I love this new outfit for Zane. um, Star Wars. Oh, the Star Wars set, right? You were talking about that. There's 3 people on here now. I do not know who the other 2 people are. Well, thanks for the people who are still on. I'm not gonna be ending this just yet. Just because there's still some people on, and there's always stuff to talk about for Lego, stuff. But yeah. I just thought it'd be nice to have a live stream because like, we haven't done one since the one in Ninjago. Oh, oh, that's cool. That's cool. I'm terrible with typing on computers, guys. Like literally, I've used this tablet all the time, so I'm always using my thumbs. So like anytime I'm on a computer, I look like an old person. Like with my thumbs like or just my other 2 fingers. It looks so weird. um. But yeah, I gotta get better with computers. But a tablet is actually pretty easy because like with a phone, making stop motion, like everything's so much smaller, so like you have to like look really closely to make sure everything's going on right. But then you also like if it's like a tablet, I think it's just a perfect size for it. Somebody else put something in the live chat. Look at it. Know what you mean about liking to talk about Lego, but not having anyone in the house to talk to. Like again, it's not like my family like ignores me about it, but like they don't really feel like hearing every last thing about every last theme. And then a lot of times, like, I have to explain the whole thing. But with you guys already know about everything, so I don't have to explain the joke or whatever. Because, like, just saying Lego jokes for, like, an hour straight, it's just so fun. Yeah, it's really fun. I don't want to get a new tablet, and I'm, like, again, tablets are insanely expensive. But it's, like, it's been acting up really weirdly lately. Like, it won't charge sometimes, and, like, the charger, like, with every single thing I charge it to, it's, like, saying it has to charge so much longer or whatever. And other stuff, it's like running out of space all the time, which is not necessarily about the tablet being wrong with it. But yeah. So I'm hoping this one can last. What brand? I'd use Samsung. If that's what you asked. I'm not sure if like there are different brands like inside of Samsung, like for tablets. Like are there different types of brand tablets for it? I think it's just Samsung. I don't know. I don't know. There's always like this huge like war with Samsung and Apple. Like, guys, can we all just agree that some things just work for different people? Like, there's some people I know that never shut up about how Samsung is so bad or how Samsung is the best. Like, I just don't use Apple because everything in my house is Apple, and that's what my family prefers to use. So I use Apple too. I use not Apple. I use Samsung too. So like, I don't know. There's nothing wrong with Apple. We just don't use it. Only time it really has an inconvenience is like when you're trying to send something or like be part of a group chat with somebody who has an Apple phone and I have a Samsung phone or whatever, then I can't be part of it because of like different stuff. But other than that, yeah, like yeah, I just I had an Apple iPad for like a short period amount of time, but I like me and my siblings all shared it together. And then my parents just didn't want us using it because she likes to monitor everything that we do and stuff with our devices. Um, so yeah, which I that's the only reason why I don't really use that. And I just found it to be a little confusing with some things, but like again, I'd probably very be confused with how Samsung stuff works if I didn't use that all the time. But yeah. Wow, I changed the subject so fast. We're not really talking about Lego now, are we? We're almost at 2 hours. Wow, that is insane. I can't remember which is the longest one I've done. I think I got to like 2.5 hours, like one live stream that I did. That was epic. um, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like the main reason that like I use a tablet to really like do the stuff is because with the phone, probably just because I have bad eyesight, even though I do have glasses. I don't know, but like a lot of times, like with a phone, I feel like it'd be much easier to use a phone in terms of like the tripod. So like you can go through different angles. Because like if you look at where I film, it's actually like inside a closet shelf. That's actually where I film. But like a lot of times I can't go at certain angles because of the wall or like because of the platform. But like with a phone, that'd be easier. But at the same time, I can see things a lot better and in better quality when it's on a bigger screen. And like I can also see how well it do on a better screen too. So it tends to work a little bit more for me using a tablet, but I would use phones at other times too. Yeah, I was actually planning on making a behind the scenes video after I finish Prime Plus. Like I'm gonna make it behind the scenes for the series. Because I did some different behind the scenes pictures and things like that, and yeah, so I think that'd be really fun. But yeah. um, uh, but yeah, I actually I think it'd be easier. I film, edit, and like do all the audio on this tablet, but it might like be better if I maybe did like the audio and editing and something else maybe. So probably like save space on the thing I'm actually filming on. But yeah, for now this works. This as long as this thing lasts, I'll use it. I don't really get the people that like just get the new version of each thing every single time. Like, why? Yeah. Yeah, I do use a tripod. Actually, I'm gonna take it off the tripod actually real quick. This one broke when I was filming, when I was like animating the Prime Plus episode 2. I was like really tired and I just tripped on it. So this is the other piece that snapped off. I tripped on it and actually like it's actually was stayed connected onto that for like a while and then just snapped off. Like it actually like the second entire half of Prime Plus episode 2 was filmed with this like going on like different heights of different boxes like holding it up. But luckily I don't know how, but I told my mom like as soon as it happened and she she got a new one. But yeah, when I said I just beat it because it didn't obey, that was just a joke, guys. I was kind of hoping nobody would take that seriously. But yeah. um, but just had to make sure in the comments that nobody would. But yeah. So luckily, like my mom was able to find like the same one that we bought, and I got the other one. But I actually haven't started using it yet. Because I want to make sure I get the full use out of this. But this is actually very inconvenient. Like, like the way the thing stands up isn't really that much straight. You know what I mean? Because like the way that it broke. Like it could be worse, but I don't know. It's kind of inconvenient, and Uh, I don't know how long I want to do this, so yeah. Um, yeah. um, yeah, that was even that violent, so I guess correctly. Yeah. uh, 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 I am tired. um, so yeah, I'll probably be ending this in a few minutes, but thank you so much for joining. Like, thank you so much. This is so fun, just talking about Lego for hours. But if you want, for the rest of this live stream, we can just go back and forth saying Lego jokes, and if you need to leave to finish editing your video, totally do that. There are three people still on. So I thank you for joining. I probably will end it. I'm not gonna say right now because like I don't know if there's still people on. But if you need to leave, it's completely fine. Okay. Well, if you have to go, I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, thank you so much. And I don't know when the next live stream will be, but I probably am gonna be. I don't know. I don't want to I don't want to promise anything just because like I tend to work on stop motion a lot on weekends, and because live streams are so long and like it's kind of a lot of energy draining. Even though I'm not doing much, I don't know what I mean. Just like talking nonstop for 3 hours is a little tiring. I just don't want to do it every weekend or every 2 weekends, so I'm not gonna promise anything, but I will be having another one soon. So thank you so much for joining Speedo Lego and everyone else who joined, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.